the first Team Wars of the week. The first Team Wars of the year. Can't hold anything back now. We had some Mimsy Smash. One of the few times playing Mimsy is viable. Although, typically I wouldn't have played him. He's more like a, hey, I already took a bar, let's take the rest of the bars kind of thing. I feel like if you play him too early, you can be in trouble. I could have used the Enforcer there because it was a lower level Inuit, but the problem is Enforcer is just super good, potentially shutting down the Midberry Crunch, that you kind of just want to hold on to him in case of that moment. You can hide people behind the Zen and like stick them there with the ability right there. We do it a couple times, but it's a nice way to right like that, except you use it with the ability. Works pretty well, slows you down a little bit more. No real reason to play that ability, honestly, but might as well. Might as well. We're hoping that we can get the tower to attack the Mintberry Crunch, but it just barely hits the Zen. So then we decided to just remove. Honestly, I think the best removal target for this week was Mintberry Crunch. I'm much less worried about a Maxi than I am Mintberry Crunch. Although one thing that could happen here is if you Mintberry Crunch that Angel, the Maxi is gonna heal him up, so the Mintberry Crunch damage actually becomes pretty low. But look at that, the Maxi actually hit that Chomper, and the tower has just been blasting this whole time, which has been absolutely great for me. And now once again, Mintberry Crunch taking out the Angel. It was a hell of a push, but our tower really helped us out here. Really helped us out there. Extra damage, we Robin tweak our Mintberry Crunch. That's pretty much game over. Pretty much game over. Good damage there. The Enforcer sneaking through. He might be able to take out the Mintberry Crunch. Nope, that Robin health is just too damn good. Just too damn good. 25 still alive. What's up, Forte? I'm glad you guys could make it even late. Remember, if you miss a stream, you can watch the VOD, and I think you'll catch up. Like it'll refresh your streak. So keep that in mind. Rhubarb, welcome in, by the way. Kai, welcome. All our typical homies. Salazar's here. Late night indeed. Sometimes that helps out, and some people that normally can't watch us stream. I mean, it's 2 a.m. right now. Some people who can't watch us stream can watch us stream when we stream really late, so, you know. I believe this is a free win. I actually got 2 free wins on the main account this week, which is hilarious. I think this one is free too. Yeah, like what's going on there? Is this bots? Are people throwing bots out there just to get free wins? Wow, I knew that was happening. I knew that was going on. Fearulize 86. Really what we should do is everybody on the team, all 50 of us, should make a secondary account. And then I think we have, and they can be terrible level, who cares? I think we have, a gold team that's just chilling. And then we come up with a time, like, all right, on Saturday at 5 p.m., everybody queues in with their shitty baby account. And then everybody queues in on our other accounts. And we just feed 150 free wins throughout the teams. Just have everybody just makes accounts that they just don't play at all. They you play enough to unlock most of the cards, and then not most of the cards, but you know, some commons, epics, stuff like that. And then you all just get in a team that's a gold team. And if you stay at like 30, 40, You could probably do it like you could do it a couple weeks before you get dropped back out of gold. Well, I guess it depends on if their score is high enough. If we let the guys score high enough, the team score high enough, they would still go up. But if you're getting like 5th place every week, you're eventually going to get back out. So then when you're back in silver, you just win. Or maybe you cycle out your main accounts into that, or other alt accounts back in, get them back to gold, and then rinse, repeat. That would be the dedication to that. I'm sure. I mean, I really wouldn't put it past some teams to maybe be doing something like that, though. You know, I just don't care about the game enough to put that much effort into it. Even just like they. Oh, we played Prince of Vil 2 times, by the way. Even if we were doing like the 51 cheating thing, it's so much of a hassle to even like to manage that. Even 51. Imagine doing more. Because the problem is you can't have more than that amount of people on the team, right? So like every day somebody would have to leave. Oh, it's the same guy right back. Somebody would have to leave, and then somebody would have to come back and get their caps, and then they'd have to leave, and the other person would have to come back. I guess if you don't, I guess those extra people wouldn't need to get caps. Like you could get extra caps technically, but you could do like, I think you could just vote. This is what I was talking about. You kind of stick your character behind the Zen. You kind of vote. I think you could vote, and then. But I guess what's the benefit of that if you're not I think the real benefit of doing that is the extra levels you could potentially get. I really want to do that sometime. We get 75 people on the team and we get all the caps in the world and we get a fully maxed deck. I'm telling you, when they announce that the game's over, when they're like, hey, then the game's ending in February or something like that, we are absolutely gonna try to get together 75 accounts and coordinate it to get a absolute max level Team Wars account or Team Wars deck upgrades at least. I think that would be awesome and a great video to end the year off, or the game off with. Aerostorm just doesn't kill enough. Like it's not gonna kill the Mintberry Crunch. It could kill the Mintberry Crunch, I guess, but Mintberry Crunch plus your Aerostorm would be enough to kill the Mintberry Crunch. But the only other application would be to kill the Inuit. And there's not really a big ticket card to protect. Like, best case scenario, you Inuit the tower. I mean, Inuit Pocahontas is pretty good. Like, if there's not like a Som or a Doggo or a Man Bear Pig or, you know, somebody that really benefits. In my opinion, the only time you should play the Mimsy first is if you have the tower, so you can build a defense and then build a counter push off that. We're in pretty good shape. We could transmog the Maxi here, but I'm probably just gonna go for building and defending. This is pretty good. The Inuit's gonna get pretty damn good value. Could kill the Robin by the end of it. That should be fine. Could retarget after. Oh, it ended up being the Pocahontas that took out the Inuit, and Pocahontas was almost already dead, so that wasn't great. But the Mintberry Crunch here, getting some good value, healing a few, max HP increased, Angel heals them, not bad, not bad. Robin Tweak, Blossom, very good, very good. And then Robin Tweak survives. I will survive. Mintberry Crunch getting healed by the Angel. Basically full health. Well, yeah, full health. Just absolutely brutal. This is definitely a week where after you lose a bar, it's pretty much over. Because pretty much everything survives the blast. It's a tough week to come back from. It's not like some weeks with cows where it's like, okay, you're gonna lose a bar probably every time. Pocahontas lead, you could do Paladin. Yeah, I think Paladin's a little less non-committal. I don't love playing Pocahontas Randy at all, honestly. I'd normally just want to only play Pocahontas if they also played Pocahontas, right? Kind of like with Man Bear Pig some weeks, like, or Grand Wizard Cartman, stuff like that. Like, you only play that card if they played it first. Now we get the Mint-Berry Crunch there, which is nice. Lots of damage on the swordsman. Pretty good here. Arrow Storm, barely dense. Must have been a low level Arrow Storm. Robin Tweak on the Mint-Berry Crunch here would be good, but probably don't even need it. Probably wait till after the blast and be good, depending on what he does. He already Arrow Stormed, so it's not like he can reach out and get damage. Then the only other aerial damage is either Wendy, Inuit Kenny could get him, I guess. Yeah, not much you can do. Like I said, once you lose that first bar, there's not much you can do. Patty Garza, sorry, buddy. Sorry, Patty Garza. All right, we got Rito Park. BR South Park. Appreciate everybody being here late. It is very late, but you guys being here, I appreciate it. This will also be on YouTube tomorrow morning, so good morning if you're watching it then.
I am at peace.
Slow playing Zen in the corner. Don't mind if I do. Terrible play there. Best case scenario, you get your tower on the Mint-Berry Crunch. I didn't get it, but you know, same option here. Same result. We could then Angel Wendy here in between them. Yeah, that's good heals. Maybe Mint-Berry Crunch. Well, so yeah, since he did that, we could play the Mimsy and get some good value. Keyboard Cat bringing the good vibes. Mimsy crushing it through the Keyboard Cat. Mimsy just doing work. Mimsy gonna get healed by the Angel. Maybe not. No, we're gonna heal the tower first. I guess we might get there. I think New Kid might take him out. New Kid might take him out. Mimsy! Mimsy! Save him, Angel! Oh, he's not my Angel. I guess it was more important to keep that tower alive after all. We could have Robin the Mimsy, man. Dang. Can you Robin Mimsy from half court? I don't know if you can. Possibly. Squad Golians. Typically a decent team as far as levels go. Might not always have the best picks, but the levels are going to be fairly decent. Pocahontas. See, like I said, I only pretty much play Pocahontas when they play it too. Mint-Berry Crunch first. Angel Wendy. Nothing really hurts too bad here. This is good. We can put the Defender in a spot. Well, we might play the Paladin into the corner. I'm not too worried since his Mint-Berry Crunch is level 3. So we're waiting on the Robin. Put Zen Cartman out there, maybe. Oh, we're putting Zen down in the corner, so if he Mint-Berry Crunches, it goes over there. But our Mint-Berry Crunch, like I said, wasn't too worried about his level 3. He was getting that heal from the Maxi, but wasn't doing much. Maxi just isn't worth Robin tweaking or anything. It's just not, he's just not good enough for the energy. I guess, I mean, you can definitely win with him, like getting really good value. You definitely can. I've been facing him from Asa Blanca. I think so. That sounds familiar enough. Maybe not in Team Wars, I guess. I don't know. Man, imagine if Toolshed's ability still hit New Kid. It goes still on top of him. God, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Are we at Cisco Kid? Shishko Kid. Alright, Toolshed. Yeah, and Toolshed would also sometimes double hit his ability. So you would use it on New Kid, and it's like, what, 300 damage or something like that, and then it would trigger twice. I think what they should have done is just had it do less damage to New Kid. I think it hitting New Kid is actually interesting and makes him much more useful. Especially even if it just doesn't, like, barely does any damage but just stuns him. You know, that could be, you could save just enough damage from the New Kid for, like, you know, some swarm to survive a little longer than normal. Robin out there on the Zen. Like I said, not really worth it to Robin anything but the Midberry Crunch, or I guess you could Robin the Inuit isn't terrible. You could Robin, I mean, Robining the Angel isn't actually, isn't the worst thing ever. Especially if she's the only thing hitting the Midberry Crunch. But that Enforcer down there, keeping the Midberry Crunch damage away from the Angel. We are in great shape here. Now you can use the ability. And that, oh no, he switches target onto the Enforcer and kills him right at the end. That means he had like 12 health left. Nice Midberry Crunch. Angel gets too far forward, so unless you can get a card in front, he's screwed. Transmog, I gotta give him credit. It's the right move to transmog the Midberry Crunch, but I think I Robin tweaked Angel and Zen in that push. That's crazy. Disty days. Disty, crusty, dusties. Wow, started at 2 a.m. and we're up to 10 viewers. I appreciate you guys. All right, Zen versus Zen. We decided to go a little bit harder here. See what he does. He plays his Inuit. Just kind of helps us know that he can't stop one of our big guys, you know? So lets us play a little free. We know that he can't Lightning Rod the Midberry Crunch with it, stuff like that. I'd say get the Midberry Crunch out right away, because it's going to be hitting the Zen anyway. Maybe get that guy out first. So then when you put him out, you get the boost on the little boy. Ooh, I like it. Big stack in it here. Big stack in it here. All right, Midberry Crunch now. Excuse me. I like this. Actually, I could put the tower in the corner. Wait for the, there we go, I like that. Wait for that, boom. Heal him up, boom, boom, boom. Midberry Crunch gets hit, but we're gonna go ahead. Oh, we end up healing the Angel, which ends up working out pretty well for us. Zen, use the ability. Actually, I don't think I was worried about that killing him. Honestly, Zen's ability hasn't been working lately either. I've noticed that it doesn't seem to actually pull people. Inuit though, getting value. We got back to the Midberry Crunch because there was so much stuff alive. And then, even if we didn't take the bar, Maxi got deleted there. Deleted. All right, we got Onyx Wrap. Nice. Nice. I like it. Pocahontas lead. Toolshed lead's not bad. Kind of depends on what he does. Mimsy lead. You don't love it. Like I said, you like to have the tower. If you Mimsy lead and you can't cycle to the tower, it could be a problem. We end up both doing Toolshed. Toolshed. Midberry Crunch right away. Maybe Angel Wendy first. We'll see. We'll see. I like the Angel. What's he got for me? Angel as well. The earlier you get the Midberry Crunch out, the better. But you also don't want to play him into nothing. Oh, we take his... That was interesting. We took his... We played our ability like right after his. Angel, look at this. Angel Wendy not getting hit by the tower. Is that crazy?
This costume rules.
Is that crazy or what? Good heals, but we're just gonna protect the tower, let it do its thing for a while. Midberry Crunch cleans up the back line. Now he's dead. Gotta wait for the tower to die. There we go. Plop.
Follow me.
Another time I could have used Zen and maybe gotten some value, but bop, 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 bop. That was more to just discourage him playing a card. Right, you know, I knew I knew I wasn't gonna pull anything, but if he plays something else, maybe he thinks, oh no, I can't play anything because Zen's gonna pull him in. That one rat eating up the Zen is actually hilarious. The tower taking out the Inuit. The angel protecting the Zen to then heal him back up. No, we pull the heal with the Mintberry Crunch, which is totally fine. Zen can die, can be over there doing nothing. Robin Tweak on the Pocahontas. I guess that's not terrible. Not the worst thing ever, especially if it's max 5 or level 6. Dugwit from Space Mountain, Charlie. We've got Toolshed, not a good lead. He's only level 4. Pocahontas wouldn't be the worst thing ever here. So I'm glad that he played his. Makes it easier to play ours. That's a bad play. You always want to use it to heal, right? Because it gets double value. You gotta transmog him. Oh no, I transmogged the Robin. Oh no. Oh no. Can we save it? Mintberry Crunch, can you kill? Oh no. Guys, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. If he's smart, he would defend this guy. Luckily, we got him. Luckily, we got him. That was terrible, guys. We pushed him away, though, so New Kid doesn't take any damage. We're turning this one around with some good play, boys. We definitely misplayed with that transmog. That was, I mean, if that was intentional on his part to play them like right next to each other to make it hard to pull, it was smart. It was smart. Got a level 5 maxi. Definitely not worth the energy. Definitely not worth the energy. Probably Zen Cartman and then the Mintberry Crunch. I like that. Push the Robin back a little bit. Not the worst Robin tweak, but like I said, it's just not worth healing him up. Just not worth it. Especially if he's level 5. Like, that doesn't make no sense. That's only level 3 Mintberry Crunch, but it still took him out. Not bad. Robin getting on New Kid? No. But the Zen taking the hits, which is ideal. The Paladin sneaking through, taking some good value. See the Zen, see I used the Zen there, but the Paladin still attacked the Paladin. See? I don't think Zen works anymore. Like, we use the Zen. Paladin should be attacking the Zen, but he doesn't. I mean, the tower was gonna retarget anyway. That's weird, dude. It feels like Zen doesn't work. The taunt comes through. Mintberry Crunch was definitely in the range. Couldn't tell if it was being hit though. Mintberry Crunch level 3 versus 4. We take him down. We turn this one around, boys. Luckily, Aerostorm doesn't kill the Robin Tweak. And we, like I said, once you lose 1 bar this week, you really lose it. Does Maxi still double regen multiple times? No, they don't. They took that away, I'm pretty sure. They took away the one thing that potentially makes him viable, like healing him up past half over and over again and like doubling that up. I don't think they do that anymore. Or maybe you could do it once, but not multiple times. You'd have to. I know they changed it. I know they changed it where you can't just keep getting it over and over again. Because that was pretty crazy strong. That was, especially like if you had like Fryer or something like that, that would just always bring them back up. That was crazy. But yeah, you definitely can't do, like I said, maybe you can do it once. I don't think so though. I don't think so. I don't think so. Imagine if, would Classy be more usable if her ability stacked multiple times? Like she doesn't lose the attack boost. Like the way it works right now is she gets, see Zen worked right there. The way it works right now is she gets the, the attack boost and the stun at, 50% or 25%, whatever it is. And then if she gets healed back up past that amount, she loses the attack boost. But then if she goes back under the percentage, then she does the stun again and gets the attack boost again. So imagine if you kept the attack boost. So if you got her healed once with, Angel Wendy, and then healed once with Robin Tweak or something, like if you paired it well, you could get multiple stuns out of her and then potentially have her stacked, what is it, plus 300 something? You could have 900 extra attack on her or something like that. That would be incredibly good, right? Would that make her too good? Would that make her too good? I mean, you could always purify it, I guess. If it's a persistent thing, purify would be a counter for it. What about... Okay, nobody's hitting my mid-break crunch. The Enforcer doing a good job to minimize the damage here. Nicely done. My tower hitting his Zen, which is very, very helpful to this push. Very helpful to this push. Something's hitting the Inuit. No, something was hitting. Oh, look at that. That timing worked out really well for me. So the Inuit was getting hit. The Inuit was getting hit by New Kid and was about to die, but then he played a card, so New Kid retargeted to the Paladin. And then when Paladin dies, actually Paladin just doesn't die, actually. Ends up shielding the tool shed for a couple hits, but ended up that the Angel with all the boost got the last hit on the Inuit, which ended up taking the Angel out real quick. I mean, we would have taken him out anyway, but take that last bar, little Inuit, little Inuit. Nice. Nicely done. Defended quite well. He defended quite well the whole time. And then, bam! We take 3 bars right at the end. Pretty good. We got that one guy twice. That's too bad. So I apologize for tanking your run. Sorry. But you had a chance on that one. But he just couldn't pull it off. Fun week. It's cool to see the Mimsy get a little bit of value. I don't think it was a great... I feel like Mimsy, you kind of wanted to avoid playing. Pocahontas, you did kind of want to avoid playing him. Transmogging the Midberry Crunch is probably the strongest play. Maxi wasn't super threatening. Robin Tweak on Mintberry Crunch, or maybe something else depending on the situation. Good week. Angel, I think this is another one of those weeks that shows Angel Wendy is one of the best commons for Team Wars. She just the value she gets with the heal basically removes the New Kid damage. Everything survives New Kid. She does. She can get Robin tweaked. She can keep Mintberry Crunch alive after a Mintberry Crunch attack. Just so much value from the Angel. I really feel like it keeps the tower alive too. The Angel value this week was probably the most impactful part of the game, was Mintberry Crunch value and Angel value. I think that was, and I think maybe third was playing your tower at the right time, or not playing your tower at all. That is part of it a little bit. Sometimes you don't want to play the tower. It gets them in a bad position. But otherwise, pretty straightforward week. I don't think I would change any of the picks. I think the only difference, was it Maxi and Mimsy? Was that the difference? I mean, Mimsy was just kind of like a, maybe sneak a bar in a sudden death type of match. or just, you know, win more, like I said. But the Maxi, I just don't think he's worth the damage. You could build a push against the Maxi potentially. I think maybe if you had Friar 2, if you had Maxi, Friar, and Angel, it would be better. I think Maxi would have been a better pick because that's a lot of heal, and then the Friar actually heals the Maxi better, and that just works better. But yeah, Maxi I just don't think is worth it. Or if you could Pope the Maxi, maybe that would be something more useful. Otherwise, I don't think we really saw any different picks, like at all. Aerostorm instead of what? What was this? Transmog? That's a bad pick. Did we see any other picks that we didn't pick? I don't think so, dude. Honestly, like, I think everybody picked every other card. Oh no, Swordsman. That's another one we had that they didn't. That would have been for. God, who was Swordsman to pick for? That's the other. I think that's the only one other pick that we picked that we saw different. So literally 2 different picks. Oops. Terrible choice, the one that I got a free win on. Yeah, just the Swordsman. Nothing to see there. Swordsman, Maxi, and then the Aerostorm. Those are like the only 3 differences we saw. Oh, there was Sheriff Cartman. There was Sheriff Cartman at some point. So Sheriff instead of Zen, probably. That was one other one that we saw, I think, at least once. Oh, there you go. Program Stan. Program Stan. There was Rogue Token? I don't remember seeing Rogue Token. So Program instead of Toolshed? I don't know why you would pick Program. Toolshed stuns many more times, potentially. I think that's it, though. Those are the big... So a few more than I remember, but... Otherwise, pretty consistent week throughout the entire community, throughout every team. Rogue in the last match, nice. Rogue Token, not the worst thing. Help deal with the mid-break crunch. But I'd have to... What was it the alternate for? If it's Pocahontas versus Rogue, that's a hard choice to pick Rogue. Pocahontas just has the ability to get some value if you play it right. Also, Pocahontas just eats up Zen. The way that Pocahontas barely pushes Zen back, and then like the way the interaction of like moving and attacking and not moving and attacking, it makes Pocahontas attack Zen in particular very, very fast. Very fast. So that is one reason. But getting another thing that's very useful this week was, you know, if your mid-break crunch is gonna get transmogged probably every time you play him, I think an important thing to do is to get a lot of value from the Warcry then. So if you hit Angel plus the Tower plus Pocahontas plus 1 or 2 of the little Pocahontas boys, which is like, it's like 200 HP per, right? If you get a few of those, even if they transmog your mid-break crunch, that extra boost of like having, you know, 600, 800, whatever extra health for your push might be enough. You know, they just put 5 energy into your 4, but you still got all that value. That might be enough to turn the tide in your favor and get you the advantage you need to finish it off from there. But any week with mid-break crunch is interesting. Always fun to see. I mean, I never got the chance to really do it, but playing Zen in the corner, I think we did once, but it didn't really work. Playing Zen in the corner to basically do nothing, but then get like a mid-break crunch blast over there. That was a pretty good one. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thank you guys so much for being here super late. And we'll see you guys on the next one if you're on Twitch. Thank you very much. If you're on YouTube, check me out on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, check me out on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, like the video. Timestamp your favorite match. Double J, what's up, buddy? I played this game for like 5 years and just got tired. Did not finish Team Wars. Did not take 2 legendaries. What? What? You just got tiered? Or you got tired? Tiered? Did not finish Team Wars. Yeah, you gotta finish Team Wars, baby. That's the most important thing. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out, everybody.